What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Transfer Talk. Less than 5 days left till the window closes. Today we're going to be talking about Brewster. Could Palace end up losing Brewster to another Premier League rival? And can Scott Dann potentially leave the club in this window, and much more? So let's get right into it. So the first rumour is on Brewster, and it is not looking good because according to the Daily Mail, Sheffield United have been given permission to discuss personal terms with Brewster and have edged ahead of Palace in the race to sign him. But the bad news doesn't stop there because according to the Star, Brewster has been told Sheffield United is the ideal club to launch his Premier League career after the centre-forward's advisors would prefer him to join Chris Wilder's side rather than Crystal Palace. This is bad news, I'll be honest with you. This is really bad news. And you may be saying, well, it's only Brewster, we could go and get better, but who else can we get? And it's scary because Michy Batshuayi and Jordan Ayew is simply not good enough for strikers, because if one of them gets injured, then you're looking at injury crisis because we're playing two up top, and even if you include Wilf there, that's only two fit strikers out of two available positions. So simply that is not good enough. And then you saw Benteke. Who on earth do you have there? And the worrying thing about this is not that we're losing out on Brewster. I understand Brewster has huge potential and would be a great signing, but it's an alternative. Maybe it's not being mentioned to the press, but really, there's no one out there. There's no one out there. We've been doing these Transfer Talk episodes for so long. And yes, there have been other strikers that's been mentioned. But over the last couple of weeks, it's only been Brewster. That's the only striker that we've been rumoured with. So if it's not him, who is it? And if it's no one else, then that is worrying. Maybe if you get Ben Rama, that'll be another attacker. But he is not a striker. That's the one thing about Ben Rama. Yes, he's skillful and would be a great addition. But personally, I think we need another striker if Benteke was to leave. But let me know what you guys think about this rumour. Brewster seemed like he could be going to Sheffield United and we could lose out on him, which is not good news at all. The next rumour is on Scott Dann. According to the Football Insider, Fulham have turned their attention to signing the Crystal Palace defender. The 33-year-old is into his final year of his contract at Selhurst Park, and Palace have just made him available for sale as they look to trim down their wage bill. You know what? Losing Scott Dann wouldn't be the worst thing to happen. Now that Saka's back, we've got Saka and Kouyaté starting and Scott Dann on the bench. And we've still got Cahill and Tompkins to come back into the side. And once they're fit, they're ahead of Scott Dann for me personally. So 1 year left on his contract. And the good thing about this Scott Dann rumour is not the fact that he's going to go to Fulham, but Fulham's defence absolutely stinks. And they've got 5 days to find a replacement. So hopefully this could be an advantage for Palace and could get a bit more money out of Fulham because they desperately needed another defender. But let me know what you guys think of the Scott Dann rumours. Would you be happy if Palace sold him? Personally, 33 years old, 1 year left on his contract, it wouldn't be the biggest loss. The final rumour is on Iago Herrein, who has handed in a transfer request at Atletico Bilbao as the alleged Crystal Palace and West Ham United target looks to force a move away, as reported by Marca. This just does not make any sense. I mean, why do we need a fourth goalkeeper? Every time I mention Iago Herrein, I've always said one thing. And the one thing that I've said is that we've got three goalkeepers. We've got Vicente Guaita, who's starting. We've got Wayne Hennessy, who's a clear second option. And we've got Dean Henderson, which if one of them gets injured, then he can come into the place. Making another signing and making it be a goalkeeper after we just mentioned that we're trying to cut down the wage bill with selling Scott Dann, it makes zero sense to me. Unless one thing happens, and this is if Wayne Hennessy leaves Palace and wants to go and play first team football, but there's been no suggestion of that happening so far. So let me know what you guys think about this rumour of another goalkeeper potentially joining Palace. Hopefully, if it was to join, it will be West Ham and not Palace, because if it was a young goalkeeper, it would make sense, but he's still in his 30s, and it just makes absolutely zero sense to me for Palace to go and sign him. Well, that's it for today. Hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. 5 days left of the transfer window. Leave down your comments down below. How are you guys feeling ahead of the deadline day? If you have enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe so you don't miss out on future content. And until next time, up the Palace.